Hi guys, Jimmy here, back again with update number 9 on our Eddie Stobart rig. As I said there in a couple of different videos, I'm changing the trailer about because it's the wrong trailer. This one's on its roof as the trailer came with the kit, but unfortunately it's the wrong type. It's the curtain set I'm going to be using. Plus I've done some 3D printing and I got a new tool in, so I'll just show them in a second. This isn't a paint at all, so there's no paint touch. It's still a mock-up stage at the minute. Only thing that has to go on is the wheels and the two resting feet. These side ferns, which are on the side of the trailer in the picture here, just here, they're too long to go onto the opposite trailer I built in the background. Now I could cut the inch off them at the corner here and fit them on, but I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is just scratch build them again, only in a smaller size to fit the bigger trailer. Same for the back. The back isn't, let's see, get this in the camera, it's too much of it. Back ones will fit on no problem without any alterations, but I don't want to mess up with these. I just want to keep them as they are and get this all painted. Now, as I say, there's no paint in that one. These all prepped for paint and so forth. So I'll go ahead and build this one at a later stage. I'll get a primer sometime in the day and just leave it away somewhere on the road. So I'm going to concentrate on the bigger trailer behind. As I said, this is really only a mock-up at the minute. So where's the trailer itself? And then our side ferns. So should you right there go until the bigger trailer. I'll have to scratch build them for that. We got all the chassis built up yesterday on this here. It's just about go and get it all painted. Let's see, get this off. These big rigs take up all the bench, especially when you have two on it. That's your side of the curtains. These come in what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 parts. These trailers alone, so there's 2 parts to either side. And the same for the other side, there's 2 parts, and then again 2 parts here, and then 2 parts for the roof. Then your back doors, the other end of the trailer, which the lanes all go up to the other lanes and so forth. There's another part of canvas up here. Those at the top are actually all wee lights goes along it. Now, so they'll have to be drilled out, and the wee SMDs have to go into those. There's a lot of bracing has to go in this because I didn't build the other side for it. So I'm going to use square plastic just to reinforce the side of it. Now, what I am going to use for this curtain is canvas, artist canvas. I think it's not too heavy and it's not too light or thick or anything like that. I think it should work out fine. The only problem is I have is the dazzle for it. That's actually the roof. I'd have to be glued in place. So once I get the bracing on, I'll hold that all up tight. The only problem is I have is the dazzle, as I said there. So you have one for either side, obviously. I'm going to photocopy this just in case any mishaps. What I did cut out here at the bottom is all the facial clocks for the dashboard and so forth, so they're all in that. The truck itself, the chassis is all painted and done, but the main tractor part itself, the cab, this hasn't been painted, so it's all done green and white and so forth. I'm still in the process of hinging this door, so I'm still working with that. So yeah. You can see a difference in these lengths of these trailers. I'll get a bit of room here. So that's the original trailer came with it, as you can see. And then here's our newer one. A lot bigger. Still can't get it in the camera. I'll zoom out a bit, maybe. My arm zoomed out and max, so I'll move it up a bit. So these go with different lengths. You could about 4 inches or maybe 4.5 inches. So we're going to get this in paint. Go ahead with this bigger trailer and leave this smaller one for another build. So we'll get that out of the road again. I did do some 3D printing, as I said at the start of the video. I've done a couple of different scales of trolley jacks, or sorry, not trolley jacks, pallet trucks. So I see one here. It'll fit in. I think it's going to fit in this one. It might be too big. I might have another one there just a bit smaller. Now, 124 scale figure, there's the Stig. I'm not using this at all with this particular build. I'm just using this for references and height resin figures and so forth. So it's 78 millimeters, those 24 scale figures. So I can get that zoom in a wee bit, sorry. Sorry guys, I should have this done beforehand. As I said, it's taking up all the bench. So we have a 24 scale figure, say the pallet truck. The other pallet truck, slightly smaller. I don't know what to do. I think this one's actually too big. The bigger one, the 24, the other one, I actually think it's too small. I'm just trying to go by judge by the height of his waist. So which one do you think looks best, guys? The bigger one or the smaller one? I'm thinking more of the bigger one, but then I don't know. No, anyway, enough of that messing around. We'll work it out somewhere there. So we're going to get this in paint. The trailer itself, the canvas side, I think I'm not getting any paint whatsoever. We did print off some batteries. There's about 22 on this altogether. They're for the 24 scale, what do you call it, cars and so forth. So we'll get them off the plate here and we'll get them all painted. Now these are low profile, as you can see they're not as tall. Now the other file that I have, I can bring up ever so slightly. There's actually a wee handles that comes with it on another file which actually go over it. We've moved back and forth and so forth. But they don't look too bad now compared to some of the ones you get in the kits. So we get a little bit clearer here. So there's about 22 in this altogether. You can get more than that, obviously you can get them all really close together, but I just decided to space them out. Try them out last night. And it was what, 29 minutes it took to print them. So it doesn't matter if you're printing one, it's going to take 29 minutes. So rather than print one, you can print the whole lot. One go, it's going to take the same amount of time. Our new tool about I might take that out of that box. I haven't tried it yet. So you get a bit more room here again. It's a microscope. This camera on it. So it's posable in any way, shape, anyway. Move it up and down and so forth. It has SMDs for what do you call it, for seeing what you're doing work with. The front there is a wee dust cap with it. You can adjust the brightness of the SMDs to the wee wheel here. You have 3 different ports on it, you get with it, sorry. So you got the larger one for the fix of the USB, and then a smaller one for phones and so forth, which is built into it. Then you've got the one that will fit my phone here. Again, that will fit into the USB. And that will slide into my phone. You do get a driver with it for software and so forth, so I'll have to upload it onto the computer or laptop, depending on what you're using. As I say, it is posable in all directions. You can lift it out and so forth, but if you're going to be working really close up on some of the lights that I work with and other smaller bits and pieces, it's handy for just to leave as it is and not to have it shaking about and so forth, so you can see really what you're going to be working on screen. That looks like a computer in the background there. You do have a snap button. This wheel turns back and forth for zoom in, zoom out. You also have a zoom button here. Make it out. This camera, to focus it, sometimes it can be a nightmare. It's not going to happen, guys. There you go. That's the best. That's why you're going to get zoom. Anyhow, as I say, and snap. So it leads reasonably long enough. Maybe could have been a bit longer. So we'll test it out sometime of day and see what it's all about, and I'll get back to you about it. Hopefully it'll work out. I have a new lot of models coming in. Some might come in today, if not they'll be in sometime during the week. I've doubled up on a load of the models. For reason being, I believe they're starting to go up in price, really high in price. So I'm going to start just going to grab a couple of the other ones because they can be adapted to what I'm going to be using it for. It's mainly the 1/350 scale aircraft carriers. Now I do have a few in there. I think I showed them before on the channel. But this new one coming is I think it's the Kitty Hawk. I have a few other ones in there. So when they come in, I'll just show you them and see what they're all about. I'm going to be doing one of those in the new year. Just build that at my leisure in between other builds. But anyway, as I say, once I come in, we'll see what they're all about and we'll show you them. So we're going to get this in paint sometime today. The trailer itself, I'm not going to touch the other part of it, the canvas part, until I get those proper materials needed for the curtain side. The tractor unit itself is just in the background here. That chassis is all finished. The cab itself isn't painted. I'm still working on that. So this is a mock-up. The cab, the floor and so forth all slides up in this. This I'll have to come out again. Working on the door. That's the first truck I've ever worked with. Try and hinge it. So you haven't got really much to play with here, to be honest. Down the bottom where my thumb is as much room you have to hinge this, because it's going to start interfering with the cab interior, the dashboard there. So down here, as I say, my bottom of my thumb is most, what is that, about half an inch? Yeah, about half an inch is all what I have to play with to make those hinges. So we'll see what way it turns out. If not, I'll just glue it in place again and have it all closed up. The cab itself is done green and white. So top half is all done white, and then our bottom half is done the green. I still have to build the rest of the wind deflector and so forth, and all the bracing around the back on the sides of the deflectors, the panels, or whatever you want to call them. There's another bit has to go in here which says Scania on it. There's a sun visor to go up here, which is done black. There's 2 SMD lights up here, and then there's 4 along the top here, along the top of the cab, as you can see here. 2 in either bucket. So 2 lights in that and 2 lights in that, and I think these ones are just side lights. Right guys, enough rambling. So this is this particular build. Now I know Charlie Max build starts today on the B17. I've been working on that in between this here. I have a few things in mind for that as well. So hopefully it'll keep you all up to date so well in the builds as they come. Right guys, alright, so thanks for watching and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.